All right, my video today did not work, so I'm having to film this one later on. It's a lovely day out. I'm walking my dog. I'm at a house near my house that is for rent. So I did want to chat today about, the other video that I'm posting tomorrow. I'm actually pretty excited about it. So definitely check it out. But the one thing I wanted to talk through today was actually encouragement. It sounds silly, but it's like, what do you do when you're faced with insurmountable odds that you feel like you're not qualified for? Maybe it's something that you feel like you're out of your league. Maybe you feel like you're up against something or someone else who's way better than you, knows more than you. What do you do? So here's what I think you do. And it might be as cringe as just saying having a fighter mentality. Come here, Sonny. But I do think our posture and how we approach situations is the most important thing in how we react to those situations. When we react with a posture of like, I want to learn, I want to grow, I'm trying to get better, I'm looking for adventure, I'm looking for excitement. You guys don't know what I'm ready for. I'm anxiously anticipating what's next. That is so much better than when we react with a posture of like, I'm so far behind. Can I even do this? Am I capable? Is this possible? You should see my dog. She's so cute. Sunny, come here. One of the things I was thinking about is in Survivor. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Survivor, but my wife and I are watching through it right now. And we're on season 19, where Russell Hantz was first introduced. Now, Russell is an iconic character that I've known about, but I always just wondered, like, why do people like him so much? I thought he was like a villainous character. Why do people like him so much? And you know why they like him so much? Is because he thrives in the pain, in the hardship, in the frustrating things. There's so many things where, in situations where he purposely like pours out everyone's water canteen because he's like, I'm trying to make these people have a hard time so that way they listen to me. And I'm trying to play the game. I'm trying to control them, which might sound cringe, but let me actually follow up with a different scenario. There was a moment where it rained there for 48 hours straight. So everyone was like in their confessionals, in their little interviews, they were just talking about how much they hated it, how much they wanted to quit, how much they wanted to go home, how much it was beating them down. And in Russell's, he's just like, this is putting hair on my chest. In Russell's, he's like, hey, this is where the magic happens. I'm down for it to rain a few more days because I want people, this ain't nothing compared to what we're trying to accomplish. This ain't nothing. He's like, and in fact, I want it to rain even longer. This is why everyone loves David Goggins. David Goggins is like very similar, where he's just like, I'm going to do something because everyone else isn't doing something. Not because I should, but because everyone else shouldn't. I'm going to go out for a run when it's raining because no one in their right mind is going to do that. And I want to prove to them I'm not in my right mind. I'm a psycho. I'm a killer. So, I don't know. I kind of err on the side of like not going to that extreme of the David Goggins, but I think I'm also on the side of like, whenever I come into things with excitement, things end up going better. Like, for example, whenever I used to work at Chick-fil-A, and something that always happens when you work at an establishment like that is a bus is going to show up with a ton of people. Sonny, come here. No, man. A bus is going to show up with a ton of people. Ooh, is this going to work? No. Okay, anyways. A bus shows up with a ton of people. And you know what happens? Everyone goes, ugh, now I have to do so much more work. And I was in the same zone too. I used to think, ugh, I don't want to do all this extra work. This is so frustrating. What am I going to do? But one of my managers, his name was Thomas Farrell. he would see a bus and he would hoot and holler. He'd be like, "This is what we were made for. Let's go." And his whole mindset was, let's try and make this bus the best experience they've ever had. And that literally flipped our mindset onto, instead of looking at this hard thing that we're gonna have to do, now it became an opportunity to succeed. And that is what I think happens a lot with YouTube, is you see that one person make a video that you wanted to make. You see that one person who filmed a video that you wished you could have done, or it was better than the way you did it. You see an opportunity that you thought of that someone else takes. Don't think about those things. Only think about, how can you overcome an obstacle today? Maybe you don't have the right camera, maybe you don't have anything, maybe you feel like you don't have a perspective, doesn't matter. Always try and see things in the positive way and get excited for the hard stuff. This is a lot of what I had to do in business, with my own business. There's been so many times, there's probably gonna be plenty more times where hard things are gonna pop up and I'm gonna have to figure out how to combat those things. But if you wanna learn more about the 3 things that I worked through, some 3 big mistakes that I made, make sure to click on this video. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with a different location. Okay,